Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Rocket Man checking in, and today I am going to be doing a tier list. This is something that I've wanted to try doing for a while now, but I've never really been able to find a topic that I feel comfortable enough doing one of these videos on. But I figured, I've been playing Splitgate now for about 2 weeks. I've kind of gotten a feel for the different weapons, different game modes, so I feel like I'm not necessarily qualified to do this necessarily, but I feel like I feel comfortable enough doing this and feeling good about my tier list. So that's what I'm going to be doing here today in this video, and let's just jump into it. So I'm going to be doing the weapons. I'm going to be ranking them in alphabetical order, starting with the assault rifle. And one more thing before I get into it, I do realize here that Oddball and Flag are on this tier list. I'm not necessarily going to be ranking those two just because they're only in a couple game modes, so I don't really feel like I've been able to use them enough to have a feel for how they are and how good they are or how bad they are. So I won't be ranking those two, but all of the other ones that are on this tier list I will be ranking. So with that in mind, let's just jump into it. I'm going to be starting with the assault rifle. So the assault rifle, and also, I'm sorry, one more thing before I rank the assault rifle. I'm going to be giving some basic stats for each weapon, and these stats are as accurate as I was able to find. The Season 0 just dropped a couple days ago, so I kind of scourged around different websites trying to find the most accurate stats for each weapon that I could find. So I will be sharing the stats that I was able to find, but if I'm wrong on any of these stats, please feel free to leave a comment and let me know where I messed up. That would help me out a lot. So I promise that's the final thing. Let's just get into it with the assault rifle. So the assault rifle, the standard body damage is 13. The headshot damage is 18. It has a 0.1 second fire rate, and the clip size is 30. So this weapon very much reminds me of the drum gun from Fortnite, in that it's very powerful close range. It has very fast fire rate. Has a really decent amount of damage output, but once it's outside of close range, once it gets like mid and long range, its effectiveness quickly wears off. So because of that, I am going to be putting the assault rifle in A tier. And also, as I rank these, I will be putting them in order from left to right on each tier, as how I would rank them. So the assault rifle is going to be A tier. The battle rifle, the standard body damage is 15 per shot, but it is a 3 burst shot, so it does a total of 45 to the body. Headshot, each shot is 25, with the burst again being 3 shots, it would be a total of 75 headshot. It has a 0.5 second fire rate, and its clip size is 30. So the first couple times I used this, I really was struggling with just getting used to it, just because of that burst effect. But as I've gotten to play a little bit more with it, I found that I actually very, very much like this weapon. So I am gonna put it in A tier, and it's gonna be above the assault rifle. Now the BFB, or other as the community calls it, the BAT. This is a melee weapon that does 150 damage regardless if it's a body or a headshot, and that could be a recipe for just a completely overpowered weapon, but the developers have done a very, very good job with balancing out the weapons, so that way it isn't just completely overpowered. And how they've done that is they've made it to where it's sort of an energy based attack, so it only has a total of 4 hits before it needs to be changed out, and that the energy doesn't reload or anything like that. So the developers did a really, really good job with balancing this weapon out. Due to it being a one shot, it has to be an S tier. So the Carbine, this is a gun that if you would have asked me, this gun along with the assault rifle, if you would have asked me in the first couple days or even as recently as probably a week ago, if I had done this tier list a week ago, this gun would have been very, very high up, very, very high A. But I found that as I've started playing with it more, I found that there's a lot better options when it comes to close range, mid range. Just overall, I feel like there are many. There are other guns that are much better suited for those types of fighting styles. Excuse me. So the Carbine, the body damage base is 30. The headshot damage is 40. It has a 0.36 second fire rate, and it has a clip size of 15. But overall, like I said, I feel like there are a couple weapons that are just better suited for mid range, especially is the fighting style that I'm thinking of at the moment. So because of that, I am going to be putting the Carbine in B tier. Now, the Fist and Melee, this is one that I was debating about whether I should even rank it because it's not necessarily a weapon, quote unquote, but I figured I would just leave it in just because it is a mechanic that is featured in most every game mode, so I just decided I would leave it in regardless. But it does 50 damage regardless of if it hits the body or the head, but that makes it a 2-hit kill. But it's effective if your opponent doesn't see it coming. Like for example, if you jump out of a portal and you jump up behind someone and melee them, it could be effective in that way. But if you're running at them and they see you coming, you're kind of screwed. So just because of that, I figured I would just keep it in mid B tier. I'll keep it below the Carbine. 50 damage is still pretty good, but like I said, you have to catch someone off guard for it to really actually be a viable option. The pistol, the body damage is 15.5. The headshot damage is 17.5. It has a 0.125 second fire rate, fully auto. That was just buffed actually just a couple days ago with this new Season 0 update, and it has a clip size of 12. I found that the pistol is just very ineffective in any situation. Close range, there's better options. Mid range, there's definitely better options. And it feels like it's just very, very hard to actually get a kill with this weapon. Like I've been playing gun game a lot recently, and whenever I get pistol, I cannot manage to get rid of this gun. It always catches me, and more often than not, I normally in the top 2 or top 3 when I get to the pistol, but by the time I get rid of that gun, I'm normally down towards the bottom of the lobby as far as kills and getting progress towards winning the game. So the pistol overall, some people might like it. I personally am not a fan of this gun at all, so it's going to be a D tier. Plasma rifle, the body damage standard is 17.5. The headshot damage is also 17.5. It has a 0.1 second fire rate, and it has a clip size of 100. It's better than the pistol close range, I'll give it that. But I would say it's probably not better than any other gun close range, and it's not really a viable option for mid or long range. So because of that, I'm just going to put it in C tier. Like I said, better than the pistol, but not really much better than anything else in my opinion. Up next, we have the railgun. This gun is a instant kill if it hits, 150 damage regardless of a headshot or a body shot. And again, with that potential for one shot kill, the developers did a really, really good job balancing it so that much like the bat, it's a charge based gun, and it only has 4 shots before it has to be swapped out, and it doesn't reload either. It has a 0.75 second fire rate, and that also includes a 1 second cooldown, so it's a total of 1.75 second fire rate. This gun is absolutely phenomenal. Like I said, one shot, it's absolutely magnificent. the developers have done a phenomenal job with the two guns and with the railgun and the BFB both being an S tier. They made sure that those guns are still balanced, so that way, regardless of their immersed power, they're only very limited usage. So this railgun is going to be a high S tier. Up next, we have the rocket launcher. So this one does 150 damage if you're caught in the 4-meter blast radius it has. It has a 1 second fire rate and its clip size is 2. This one, I'll just put it in S tier right away. It's not below S tier, but I would not rate it higher than the bat and the railgun for one main reason, and it's that the blast radius feels kind of small. I've had multiple experiences where I try to get a kill, try to get, 2 people caught off guard or whatever, and I'll shoot it, and the rocket just completely misses them somehow, even though I shoot it right at them. So just solely because of that reason, I can't put it higher than the bat or the railgun, but it's still absolutely a S tier, no question about it. Shotgun. The body damage, I couldn't really find an exact total, so I kind of went off of what I was able to find, which was 75 to the body and then 125 to the head. It has a 1 second fire rate, and its clip size is 3. Despite my best guess of the body damage being 75, I've found that if you're close range with the shotgun, it's just a one shot no matter where you hit. Very rarely has there been a time where I've hit someone close range with a shotgun and they haven't died, and it's probably just because I only caught them partially with the shot. So shotgun, very, very powerful close range. I know mid and long range, of course, it's not going to be effective, but it's not really meant to be a mid or long range weapon. It's meant to be only exclusively close range. So shotgun is going to be S tier. The SMG, I don't know how the community feels about this, to be honest with you. I have my opinions on this, and of course this list is my opinion. I really, really like the SMG. I honestly prefer it over the assault rifle. Its body damage is 10. The headshot is 12.5 damage. It has a 0.06 second fire rate, which is by far the quickest fire rate of any gun in the game, and its clip size is 50. I've just found that this gun just absolutely shreds close range. Like I said, I prefer this gun over the AR. I feel like even though the AR might do more damage per shot, the SMG fire rate just completely negates that the damage output of the assault rifle. So SMG close range, probably second only to the shotgun in terms of which gun I would prefer for a close range attack. So SMG is going to be the very, very high A tier. It's not quite S tier, but a very, very good weapon. And finally, I'm going to be doing the sniper. So the sniper's body damage is 65. The headshot is 150. It has a 0.85 second fire rate, and its clip size is 4. So one unique thing about this weapon that most people that play the game have figured this out, but for some of you that are new to the game or haven't gotten to use the sniper yet would probably want to know that if you use the scope on the sniper, the hit box is actually bigger, so you have a higher chance of hitting your shot if you do line up your shot with the scope. So I really like the sniper. I wish that the base damage, the body damage, was a little bit higher. I would say if it was probably like even 70 or 75 damage body shot, I would probably rate it above the SMG, but I would put it just slightly below the SMG on my list. So there you have it. So in order, I would rank it S tier: railgun, the bat, the rocket launcher, and the shotgun. For the A tier, I would rank it SMG, sniper, battle rifle, and assault rifle. For the B tier, I would rank it carbine and the melee. For the C tier, I have plasma rifle, and for the D tier, I have pistol. So that, like I said, that's my opinions. Of course, this is not going to be a factual list by any means. It's just how I see it, based on my experiences with the different weapons in the game. This is how I would rank it. But I definitely want to hear your guys' list, so be sure to drop a comment, tell me where I'm right, where I'm wrong. Just keep it respectful, because everyone's entitled to have their own opinion. And honestly, if we're being honest, this is really, really just insignificant in terms of importance compared to real world issues and everything like that. So let's just keep it chill in the comments. Keep it classy, and I appreciate you guys taking the time out of your day to watch this video, watch this tier list ranking, and just be sure to just subscribe, leave a like, whatever you feel like doing there. And I really appreciate it again. I hope to see you guys soon.